Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to make two chocolate mousse recipes using two different bases, aquafaba and coconut cream. Both recipes are really simple but completely different in terms of flavor and texture. Let's start with the aquafaba chocolate mousse. I'm going to be using actual chocolate for this recipe. You can use dark or semi-sweet, anything you prefer. Just keep in mind that there is no other sweetener in this recipe, so the mousse will only be as sweet as the chocolate. Melt the chocolate over low heat until completely smooth. I am melting the chocolate over direct heat. If you're not comfortable doing that, it is always safer to set up a double broiler. Once the chocolate is melted, transfer it into a large bowl and let it cool. The chocolate cannot be hot, otherwise it will either cause the aquafaba to collapse or it can also make the mousse grainy. While the chocolate is cooling, whip the aquafaba. I am using homemade aquafaba, just a personal preference because I make chickpeas from scratch all the time. I will have a link to the aquafaba recipe in the description box below if you're interested. Add a little bit of acid. I am using lemon juice to help the aquafaba form stiff peaks. It is not absolutely necessary, but I do notice a difference when I use an acid as opposed to just whipping the aquafaba on its own. If you have never tried whipping aquafaba, just know that it takes quite some time. If you're using a hand mixer like I am, it can take up to 15 minutes. At this point, you've got two options. You can either add the melted chocolate into the aquafaba while continuously whipping. This is ideal if you're using a stand mixer. Or if you're using a hand mixer, it is probably easier to whip the aquafaba all the way to stiff peaks and then fold it gently into the chocolate. Once combined, transfer the mixture into serving glasses. It will most likely be pourable, but it will thicken once it's chilled. Let the aquafaba chocolate mousse chill in the fridge for a couple of hours, and that's it for the first recipe. The second recipe is for coconut chocolate mousse. Since there is no actual chocolate in this recipe, you can start by whipping the coconut cream. You can either use canned coconut cream or canned full-fat coconut milk and just scoop out the cream. The fluffiness and smoothness of the final mousse heavily depends on the quality of the coconut cream. In this video, I ended up using the cream of 2 cans of full-fat coconut milk. Once you see stiff peaks, stop whipping. Add a little bit of cocoa powder and powdered coconut sugar. Use a mixer once again to combine all the ingredients. Once completely smooth, chill the mousse to help it set. I decided to pipe the mousse, so I chilled it in a piping bag and then piped it into serving glasses. If you're not piping the mousse, spoon it into glasses first and then let it chill. And that's it, aquafaba chocolate mousse and coconut chocolate mousse. Now, before we dive into the taste test, I would like to take a minute to talk about today's sponsor of this video, Skillshare. I have taken a few classes from Skillshare so far. The most recent one was Knife Skills by Ilana Karp, a head chef from Plated. The class was relatively short, yet it covered everything from holding a knife properly and protecting your fingers to all the basic cuts, including slice, julienne, dice, mince. So much good information. So if you want to speed up your meal prep or just chop like a chef, I highly recommend this class. The first 1,000 people who use the link in my description box under this video will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. After the free trial, Skillshare is really affordable. With an annual subscription, it is about $10 a month. Okay, now onto the taste test. We've got 2 types of chocolate mousse here. One is made with coconut cream and one is made with aquafaba. And you are probably wondering which one is better. So if I had to pick just one, I would go with the coconut cream chocolate mousse because I just like the flavor and the texture better. Which one would you go with?
I can't decide. I think I'm going to say this one. I like it better.
Really completely changed your mind.
Yeah. We've done multiple takes of this video and I can't decide what I like. Yeah. So there's the answer, is I keep going back and forth between them. Here's what I know for sure. Lighter texture, more milk chocolate taste, heavier texture, dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate taste, much more rich. The flavor comes through. It's like proportional to the density. This one has a light texture and a light flavor, heavier density, heavier flavor, very rich. Now, that's really interesting because the aquafaba that's in here, Petra had me try that without anything in it, and it's almost like eating air. It's like tiny millions of little bubbles just whipped into like a meringue almost. There's no density to it whatsoever. But when the chocolate gets added, something happens. It melds, creates a certain texture, and then that flavor is really powerful in this one. Mm-hmm. Very rich. This one is more fun to eat, I would say. You have to eat more of it, I think. Like,
you said you could eat more of it.
Yeah.
Just because it's not so
have
intense.
to eat. Yeah, that's exactly it. I would have to eat more of it just to like satiate that chocolate hunger that I get. So I don't know. I think they're both successful recipes, but this one's definitely more powerful. That's what I know for sure.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.